G'day everyone, welcome back to Frostbite's G.I. Joe Repro. I haven't been going live very regularly, so if you join in with us today, I fully appreciate it. Derek from Derek's Vintage Sales, or Vintage Toy Sales. How are you, mate?
I'm well, my man. Thank you for having me.
It's definitely a pleasure.
You haven't gone live for a while because you haven't had the man to go live with, buddy. That's why.
Well, it is a thing, right? Like most people don't like going live by themselves. I don't mind it sometimes if I've got something to say, but I don't want to just go live and talk shit.
Right,
so yeah. So it is nice that you've been able to come and join. It's always nice having a chat with people.
Of course, mate. This is probably long overdue, I reckon, Daddy, dude.
So we've got SLN Media Group. I haven't had you in any of my lives before, so thank you very much for coming to say hi. And Slayer, how are you, mate? He's one of the regulars, Derek, so you might be starting to see him in your neck of the woods soon.
Sounds good. Are we talking mostly Americans? Yeah, coming on board?
Yeah. I haven't seen SLN before, so I'm not sure where he's based out of. Son of a Crown Slayer is definitely American. Podcast from the Pit is in the southern states, America, and he has his own.
Love our accents.
Beautiful. He does his own videos. He's got one tonight. He does it on our Saturday nights. So, yeah, definitely one to try and catch if you can catch that tonight. Choose for Trigger. He's a great person to know. He's a Kiwi in Japan.
Oh, hello. Okay.
Yeah. So catch his videos. He does really good videos where he'll go to Japanese toy shops and give us a look around. It's just
retail,
amazing.
sort of retail or vintage?
Yeah, secondhand and retail.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it highly entertains me for some reason.
I can see why.
GI Jokers, and sorry if you're wondering why I'm doing all this. We've got Derek as our guest today. Derek's a plastic crack dealer, we call him, a toy dealer over in Perth in Western Australia, and he did the YouTube game. He's got his own channel, got a couple of channels, and I want to introduce him to all you guys because if possible, I'd love it if you can get behind him and just show him that international love. GI Jokers, Derek. That's Steve. He's in the States, and he particularly shines on Instagram. He does beautiful, hilarious GI Joe photos.
I'll jump on and have a look.
Settings, just excellent.
Yeah, cool.
All right, that's it for the chat at the moment. So, my American guys, you'll love. I'm sort of in the future for you guys. Derek is in the future even more. So, no, you're in the past for me.
I'm in the past to you, mate. I'm 3 hours behind you, so I'm like a lot of people say Western Australia is another country. It's so far away.
I've never actually been there. I haven't been to Tassie, Western Australia yet. Yeah. I'm a Queenslander, born and bred, and I've heard Western Australia is exactly so.
Yeah, very spacious. Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, I definitely hope to get over there one day. Oh,
mate, well, give me some notice when you do, mate.
Thank you very much, Phil.
Thank you, Phil. Much appreciated.
It's very appreciated.
I'm very, as Lenny said earlier, I'm very new to the YouTube game, so we haven't got many subs, but come on board, please. I've got plenty of weird and wonderful toys. I get a lot of obscure stuff, as we'll talk about, I'm sure, soon.
So it's good, Derek, because usually the people that come and support me, I support them, and we all know we're just there trying to help each other out. So
for sure.
Turk Murphy's Toy Solutions, thanks so much for dropping in, mate. Mate, any quick drop in is better than no drop in, and I really appreciate it.
Here's the first guy I know, Eric. Hey, buddy.
Turk, if you get a chance, if you can drop a sub onto Derek's vintage toy sales, that would be very appreciated. Eric Harper, Australian Eric Harper, we call him. G'day, mate. Eric's actually based in Canberra, Derek.
I just sent him a box of Joe's, and I sent him the wrong Storm Shadow mock. Actually, it was the wrong. They were cheapos, but I sent the wrong one to him. Sorry, mate. I'll fix it. I shouldn't tell anyone that I made a mistake, but I'm human.
That's all right. That's how we learn. Yeah, so I guess why, like I've said, I don't really go live very often unless I've got a purpose, because I don't enjoy waffling on. I think I'm wasting your time. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of bring Derek into the fold. He's been supplying me with toys for years now. And when he does supply me with toys, like there's new sellers in the Australian toy community, but I know the few that there's never going to be an issue. And if there is an issue, it will get sorted real quick. And it's that professionalism that I enjoy, and I keep coming back to these people. And Derek is definitely in the top, I would say, for Australian toy sellers. So let me just say quickly, g'day, how are you, mate? Sorry, I couldn't stay longer on your channel video. I didn't know you were up today, so I just had to make a time and run with it. But I appreciate you dropping in. Same time, which is Shane, is in Florida, Derek.
Cool.
And he is one of my channel members. That's why he's got the little special emoji.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for continuing to be a channel member. Same time, it's super appreciated. Any of you guys watching now would love to be a channel member. I'm pumping out content just for channel members, and usually I'm getting around, I think, 2 to 3 videos a week just for channel members. And it's all for the cheap price of about $2 American a month, or $3 Australian a month. So if you've got $2 or $3, you can just chuck away for a month. Come and check out my content that's just because I certainly appreciate it. So as I was saying, Derek, sorry, I have a real problem, Derek. I feel I need to address comments.
Oh, good. That's fine. Thank you for my 226 sub. I needed that. Click me your channel and I'll come check you out too, buddy.
Yeah, there you go. I'm sure any of you sub to Derek, he will be immediately back to sub to your channels.
100%.
Yeah, Shane, that you guys were laughing so hard. I did appreciate you sending me the invite, but it's too early in the morning here, and I'm a bit dusty, so I don't think I could have lived up to the happiness that was happening with you boys. There you go. Thank you so much, Turk.
Thank you, sir.
Campbell, g'day, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Derek, you know Campbell?
I heard of him, not personally, no.
So he's
but I will get to know him.
He particularly does custom figures, custom G.I. Joe figures, and his forte is repairs. He's super good at repairs on figures. So, yeah, if any of you aren't subbed to Campbell at Kibo or GI Customs, go check him out, because he's doing stuff like, I don't think I'm too bad with a 3D printer and painting, but he's really good with doing actual repairs with stuff from around your house. So it's very good to watch.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, like I said, you've been dealing me the plastic toy crack for a couple of years now. What got you into selling? Because I don't think I've actually ever discussed this with you.
Oh, I've been doing it for a long time, man. I'm 47 now, so I'm an old man. I've been selling. Thank you for subscribing me, Joe Joker. I've been selling toys for a ridiculous amount of time. Probably when I was 12, I started like in a local paper over here. Like you have to actually advertise, and people would ring you on the telephone, like the old that phone that goes around in a circle. Remember those old phones?
Yeah.
So it goes back a long time, man. But I used to buy Star Wars. I started on Star Wars vintage. I'm massive on it. My brother was thanks, Paul. My brother was massive on it, and he was a bit of influence on me. But yeah, I just kept buying and selling, and just to get more, we used to run around the shops, and I got most of my toys as a youngster from Woolworths and Coles, which is just a supermarket, for being good while my mum did the food shopping. So because they were everywhere, Star Wars vintage was nuts. It was absolutely everywhere. It was impulse buys, but the checkout, just everywhere you looked. It wasn't just one section of toys; it was everywhere. It was that big. And if I was good doing a food shop, I'd get a figure. I'd love going food shopping with my mum, then get a figure. And then anyway, I kept my toys for forever. And then once I sort of hit high school, I started selling them in the papers and stuff like that. And then it went to like little toy fairs and swap meets and things like that. And it just never ended. And I was a big Star Wars person for a long time. And only about 5 years ago, I set my business up and I've started selling all toys. And then all this nostalgia came flooding back. I used to have all these toys when I was a kid. I didn't just have Star Wars. I had He-Man, Mars, G.I. Joe. Everything, and I started selling all of them. And the only problem is I started collecting all of them because they all come through your hands. You get a quick kick, which you haven't had for about 20 years, and it's mint. You keep it because it's beautiful, and then that happens with every single toy line that comes through your hands. And next thing you know, you got a bloody truckload of toys. Nothing, no complete sets of anything, but mint this, mint that, and I love it. So I don't know if that answered your question, but I started really early, and then I got into it like full steam about 5 years ago, and now I'm just like a lunatic. I'm in the process of doing a bit of renovating, so you can see the back of my house is a mess. I've got toys everywhere. I've often got toys in the kitchen table, sorting them, and the kitchen. But we just redid our kitchen. We've got this beautiful kitchen bench, and my missus said, "When we get that, you're not going to do toys on it." I'm like, "Nah, no way." And then next thing you know, I've got a bloody box my height on there, going through a million figures, and what can I do? It's in my blood. There's not much I can do about it. It's long time ago I started, and I can't stop. And big kid playing with toys. What else do you want to do? Like, I don't know if that answered your question or waffled on a bit, but yeah, I started selling ages ago.
Exactly
and now
what I want to know.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing it part time. I still got a full time job, but we'll see what happens. I'd love to go to it full time, but I also don't want the pressure of having to earn money just from that. So we'll see.
Thanks, Casey.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for all the subs, guys. I keep coming through. Much appreciated.
I just want to address channel member. So Woolworths sold me some amazing toys, and Mum worked the lunch counter, so free shakes and a toy. That sounds like pretty freaking good childhood to me.
How good is that? I've got so many stories of the old school, the Woolworths. Like, we used to go and talk to the warehouse people, and they'd go through boxes for us getting figures we needed. Like, it was nuts. We had no shame. Like, my mum had no shame about asking the staff if they had any other figures that weren't on the shelves. And it was so awesome.
Was your mum into Star Wars?
Not really. No, she had no choice though, because my brother's 6 years older and he's mad on it, and pretty much had no choice. He didn't play with them. He just put them on the shelf and displayed them. Had a wicked collection and he had pretty much everything. And no choice. She'd run around to toy shops to pick something up that he had ran around at to pick. They didn't have yet. Like, it was nuts. Absolutely crazy.
I only asked when you mentioned about, you knew if you went food shopping with your mum, and you're a good boy, like there's a good chance you were going to get a toy. And now that I have kids, I sort of think, I don't like going food shopping by myself. Yeah. Like I want it to be my kids. And if I'm there and they're there with me, like I've said this to them in the past, if you come with me, they're, we're able to pick you something up. And they're like, what? Like, I don't know, man, just whatever happens. So, like your story's lovely of like as kids, we just look at that as a reward system. But I think when you become an adult and you have your own children, it's sort of that thing of you do want to buy them things.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just going to introduce you to one of the newest members of our family. Oh, a little toy cavoodle. She's a bit of a camera hog.
She's beautiful.
She's got her own YouTube channel too, guys. Well,
what is it?
Derek's Pet Life. It's only got 90 subs, but if you want to see these guys in action.
And what's the other pet that drops in with her? In those
I'll see if I can lure her over. So this is a toy cavoodle. Her name's Lily. She's only 7 months, but she's probably full size now. Carly, see if you... Yep, my missus is picking her up for me now. Oh, yeah. So this girl here, her name is Skylar. She's a Maine Coon. They're the biggest domesticated cat breed you can get. Beautiful. So she's only 5 months or 6 months old now. Nearly 6 months. And she's probably the size of a normal cat already. But she's going to be... she'll probably be about 7 kilos, 6-7 kilos. The males get a lot bigger. So they get to about 10 to 12 kilos. So this girl, just give her a treat.
What's the temperament on those?
Oh, she's amazing. Like, she's not far off that toy cavoodle. She's like a dog. She not as friendly as a dog come up to you, but she'll want to be in the same room as you normally. She gets on with a dog like amazingly. It's incredible the way they play. Half the time I just turn the TV off and watch them muck around. It's amazing. You know, she wants to eat, so I'll let her go. So bye-bye. This is Skylar. Bye-bye. She's going to have these massive tufts coming out of her ears.
Yeah,
I love
she's
it. Gorgeous. All right, get them up. Yeah, I'm a big pet fan.
So Shane from Same Time Toys has just subbed to you as well.
Thank you, guys. I've got tons of subs already, guys. So much appreciated. Hopefully you'll like my content. I do a lot of random stuff. I'm pretty raw. My video editing isn't fantastic, but I muck around a lot, have a bit of fun.
But you're learning, mate. That's the YouTube thing, is learning as you go.
I can't believe it's taken me so long because it's right up my alley. I just muck around and just do weird stuff and express myself in stupid ways that probably some other people don't. But sorry to hear, mate. That's horrible. But yeah.
Triple C, sorry to hear that, mate.
Yeah, hopefully it lasted a while. Hopefully it wasn't a young passing. They are lovely cats. This is my first one, and they're unbelievable.
Derek, if you go and check out, we used to know him as Triple C. Now he's changed to Crimson Cobra Commander. If you go and check out his content, he's got a beautiful dog. I think, I don't want thing, but it looks kind of like a white Chihuahua. Just a smaller dog. So yeah, he's Triple C does some really great content from the heart and gets some stuff that we don't have access to. He's buying some 3D printed exclusive stuff. So he's another one to go check.
Cool. I'm just typing some of these down because I'm too scared to click these things on the right. I don't know if it's going to kill the video feed. So I'm just going to type some of these channels down so I remember. Cool as.
Getting so many of the Cores 3-figure packs from the supermarket. Yeah, I remember those Cores sitting right next to the G.I. Joes.
Big long things.
Yeah.
Those ones? Yeah. I sold a few of them a little while ago, yeah. I actually don't remember them in stores.
I remember them up in Mackay seeing Cores figures. Joe Fan, g'day, mate. How are you? Derek, Joe Fan's another one to go and check out his channel. He does some great mail calls, and I love his reasoning for it. He doesn't always have his boy, like his boy is sometimes with his mum.
So he waits till he gets them.
So he does. No, he does so that his boy can see what Joe Fan's getting when he gets them.
Yeah.
So cool. It's really nice. There you go. I'd love one. I've got 2 cats at the moment, but I ended up we got a cavoodle, and now I only weirdly see my future with cavoodles.
This is the first time I've had a dog from a puppy, and it's unbelievable. Beautiful little pup though. So nice. It eats everything. It's a nutcase. But awesome dog. Ian, I know Ian well. A legend.
Ian, g'day, mate. Thanks for joining in. It's great to actually have
Chewbacca will be here, mate.
Australian audience. Going through these comments. Oh yeah, the headquarters video. That's good. So Triple C got a G.I. Joe headquarters, but in classified scale there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I actually will be interested to go and check that video out.
Oh, that's awesome. There's a video I've been waiting to do for ages. I bought a Terradrome. I bought that one off Vanderbilt a little while ago.
Yeah. I remember that.
Nobody set it up. So it's still in the box he sent it to me in. But I can't wait to hopefully when I move rooms and stuff soonish, I'll have room for it. I'll do a massive video on that because that's such a sick place that I've never.
Yeah, that'd be killer to see and own. I just can't buy this stuff because I can't put it anywhere. So
that's the same with me. I've got quite a few items which I've bought and I've got nowhere to put. What are you going to do?
I actually picked up recently. I got the G.I. Joe battle platform in box.
Oh, yeah. That's a decent sized box, isn't it?
Sorry?
That's a decent sized box, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a reasonable big boy. It's sitting behind me, and I'm going to open it up on my channel. But I think I want to set it up, but I think I'm just going to have to keep it in the box and just display it like that.
I don't know if you know much about the Motu, the Origins line, the new release one. Yeah, I got the Eternia. Yeah. I bought the Eternia a little while ago. The box.
Yep.
Ridiculous, and I've got nowhere to put it. So that's in our cupboard. And my wife's like, "Oh, what's this? What's this box in our what is this box in our cupboard that takes up 2/3 of our cupboard space?" Like, oh yeah, that's mine. The toys infiltrate just your house, like insane.
Well, I showed you this pile next to me, right? I don't like it, but I can't get rid of stuff.
But this is behind us, like our lounge, and it's ridiculous, out of control. Anyway,
bloody toy
lucky
collectors.
The wife hooked up with it,
Triple C's just saying. So I did get it right, sort of. Chihuahua, Shih Tzu, and a Sheepadoodle Super.
Sheepadoodle Super. What is that? I've never heard of that one.
Let me know what video you have the Sheepadoodle in, mate. I want to see that.
So that's a poodle cross with what? Sheepdog. Yeah, right. That's interesting.
That's weird. Turk Murphy, if you're a 3D printer guy, something I've been toying around with is part of my channel membership offering an STL or a plan that I've designed like once a month up for free or for discounted rates for channel members.
That's cool.
So let me know on channel member, and definitely more than happy to do figure something out. Turk has got a Melky German Shepherd and Doggo Argentine.
There's some cool breeds I've never heard of in Australia.
Never. Well, yeah, the German Shepherd were all over, but the other ones, I feel like I need to go and look these up after the show.
I'm pretty sure I will.
I think I've heard of a Melky before, but I can't picture it. Just got off work. I'm driving home, so I can't really be in chat, but I'll be listening. No, you're right. Just stay safe, bro. Yeah, it's so, and sorry, now I'll start announcing stuff. I know that Joe fan is just listening. Same time saying that he has an entire Joe collection, but no. And man, I feel you, because now I just have a bag of Lucy's. I think we're all sort of inflicted with a bit of a problem.
They breed, They just breed.
Oh, you can't stop it.
Just don't sell them. One day something will come up and you'll have more space for it. It will. Don't sell them, whatever you do.
I sort of have it in my head, like I'm trying to reason with myself that these toys come out 40 years ago, and they're not super expensive now. So, is it worth hanging on to crap loads of them?
I would.
Yeah, I probably still will. I don't know.
It's crazy. Just on that, just a quick side note, Star Wars, the beaters, the cheapo figures, I used to sell them for $5.
Yeah.
Well, thousands of them. Then they're no $5 figures anymore. They're all 10, 12, 15. Like, you're going wrong.
Yeah.
Just stash them and you're set.
One
day.
Yeah, Ian, like that's why I enjoy these chats. Is you just got to let the chat go where the chat goes.
That's a good comment.
Turk's dedicated his spare room to Joe's. That would be a good room to go over and have drinks with you and sleep in at the end.
Well, I keep saying to my missus, we got 4 kids, so just got to unload a couple of kids and we got a couple of rooms. Then we're good.
Well, that could be your thing, right? Is you've just got to outlast one of your kids, and when they move out, it's a toy room.
Yeah, but you heard lately, kids don't move out till they're like 35 because of the cost of housing. Yeah. So it's a long time to wait to crack your toys open, isn't it?
What are you going to do? Yeah, Shane, I'm careful about how much I put around the house. Star Wars are starting to seep into my lounge room, being really good about it. So yeah, I've got to be careful. I don't want to piss her off too much.
Lenny, I've got you. While I got you live, I've got to ask you a serious question that I need like an honest answer for. So you told me that I was your first, mate, Star Wars vintage purchase. Yep. Is that true?
Total true.
Or do you just say that to all the toy dealers, mate? I need to know.
I felt this question was coming, but that is completely true.
Okay, very good. You're genuine.
Because it was your say Derek used to put up like 8 figures for $100 posted or something like that. And I'd see a couple and I'd be like, that's actually a really good price. And I started buying all your things when I was at a point with G.I. Joe that I had all of Joe's figures that I wanted.
Yeah.
So I did that really naughty thing of then creeping onto another toy line. And I think I bought feels like about 5 or 6 of those
little lots,
8 packs off you. Yeah, just kept buying them. And it was a really good thing because it was just giving me an Insta collection really quickly. So yeah, totally true.
I'm glad to hear, mate. I'll look at you differently now that knowing you're a genuine person.
Oh yeah, there's no reason to lie about that.
Yeah, I thought you were just trying to scam a discount off me.
No. And it's sort of like the reason that I got those lots off you was the words of wisdom from Michael Green, who he passed away a year ago. Our American friends. So this guy, he was a toy buyer, and he was in the top 3. Just an amazing dude. And he got sick, and now he's passed away a year ago. But he, like, I was talking about it with him, like, how do I start a collection things? And he said to me, "Oh, mate, the best way to do it is just get some figures. They don't have to be mint. Just get some figures. And once you have a couple of figures, you've got a collection. And then, so just buy a whole bunch of beaters. And then when you've got a collection of beaters, upgrade each beater 1 by 1. And I was like, man, you are smart." So, we do miss him.
He was absolute legend.
He was great.
I was quite close to him. He was a top dude. He obviously had a very long battle with cancer. I had a cancer about 3 years ago, I had testicular cancer, and he reached out to me, provided me so much information and support, and I didn't know him that well back at the time. Yeah. Just a top dude. Really nice guy. And obviously you know his what his character was like. He was online, he was a nutcase. He was so funny. Like obviously
he was a
big icon.
He was big as a lad.
Yep.
Like he was a total lad, like loved his jet skis. He was a plumber trade. And if anyone gave him shit or gave shit, like someone gave me shit once and he saw it and he just went full pelt in there.
Yeah.
And I was like,
there's a few tirades he did, mate. Some sick ones. He was smashing acrylic cases and he was magic, eh?
The acrylics. That was amazing. But yeah, what a top dude. No. I do miss him. Life, eh?
It was my biggest regret. I actually never met him. I never met him in person. That's a big regret. Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah, Turk, just let me know, because I do a lot of designing myself. So I'm sort of thinking, you know, if people become channel members, they're already getting a crap load of content just for them. And how can I sweeten the deal? You know, I can give a little plan away each month or something. So let me know. Yep, sweet. Same for you, Shane. You're already channel member, so let me know when you're good to go and I'll start dropping some plans. Lilith, g'day, mate. How are you? I hope Melbourne's okay.
Oh, another Aussie.
The sheep doodle is a poodle mixed with a sheepdog.
Yeah, cool.
That I do need to see that, I think.
Never sell Joe's. Indeed.
Collecting a plastic crack is enjoyable. It certainly is. What do you get when you mix a bulldog and a Shih Tzu?
Quick little side note on that, mate. I set up my business as well so I could get first dibs on all toys.
Yeah.
And it was mostly with Star Wars in mind, but they kind of backfired because I started getting all sorts, so many toys, and I'd get a mint, just a toy from any line, and I'm like, no, I'm keeping it. And next thing you know, I'm collecting everything. Right. Out of control. So yeah, I get a lot of toys through. So I don't know if anyone wants to check out my Facebook page, DVT Sales on Facebook. I'll get a ton of toys through, and it's everything: Star Wars, Joe's, He-Man. I might get the most random stuff that I've never even seen. Some stuff from the 60s and 70s. Some super cool stuff. Motu, everything. But the mid stuff, I keep.
Do you ship internationally? Do you sell internationally?
I was selling internationally 30 years ago when it was international money orders, and sending them was the biggest pain, and receiving money was the biggest pain in the backside. I was getting cash in the mail, US dollars, and it used to cost $8 to bank a US international money order. It was ridiculous. Now, obviously, it's PayPal. It's magic. But yeah, absolutely. I'll ship anywhere.
And it's Derek's Vintage Toy Sales on Facebook as well, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah, I can put a link up. I'll pop a link up if you like.
Yeah, just pop it into the chat and they'll be able to get it from there. Yeah, Derek's a very well-renowned and very safe Australian seller. If you buy something off him, you will get it, or they will, you know, he will fix the problem. Yeah, Triple C, chuck that link in. I want a dog.
Cool. 1 sec. I'll just get that link.
Yeah, everything's coming up, Turk. Kids are all grown and no wife. I got free reign and unlimited spending. Welcome back, Campbell.
Comment failed to post. Why is that? Can you put? You're allowed to post links in this chat?
Yeah, I'll do. But if not, I'll chuck it into the video comments after the video.
Yeah, no stress. Yep.
Yeah, you know, I know you had a lot more involvement with him than some of us as well. So, like, I feel your pain, bro. I'm sure I've seen photos of. I never actually got to meet him in person. He was Lilith. He was a great dude.
Sorry about that, Karate Kid. You know, collect Ian. That's my bad. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, I've got my Night Raven stand. If you haven't seen, so I've been doing a Night Raven stand.
That looks nuts.
So in this later today, I'm basically everything on it, the Cobra symbols, the Night Raven words, everything. That'll be just as blood red as I can get it. And then I'll post some photos, and I'm probably going to, these won't be expensive. They're going to be somewhere between $30 and $40 a piece, which I think is reasonable.
Is that 2 pieces or is it 1 piece?
This is the prototype. So it's actually 2 pieces. So I'll be correcting the design so that it'll be 1 piece. It'll print as 1 piece. Yeah. So at the moment, it's just heavily glued. This is for the person that requested this. and I'm selling it to them for a little bit as it is the prototype, but the strength and everything will be all the same. So
yeah, that's mad. That's one of the Joe vehicles I have, and probably my favorite or second favorite Joe vehicle, I reckon.
Yeah,
that's a beast. Such a ridiculous vehicle.
Look at this guy, Yojo Jerk. Thanks for dropping in. Derek, go check out Jerk's channel. It is fantastic and it makes me laugh. I love, like, people often tell us Americans tell us that they love our accents. When I listen to Jerk, I'm like, oh, he's got that American accent I really love. And his reviews of things are just nuts. So yeah, go check his stuff out.
Oh, dear. Wife just gave me a coffee, and she's saying something. Shira.
There you go. Just
thank you, love.
Going through. Oh yeah, there's your Karate Kid. Now collect Karate Kid mocks thanks to Derek. What the F? I don't have room for them window mates.
Actually, I've got a Chewbacca that you might need. I'll flick you a message.
Yeah, I can. It won't be chrome. It'll be satin silver type look. But these things I can make any color people want. It's just paint. So yeah. If anyone wants to do these things, just let me know. Legend, g'day mate. How are you? Oh, look at this dude. Ember, thank you very much. Nice. Love you. So Derek, it's another channel for you to go and watch. Legend it's Tony, and I believe he's in New York. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, he's a lot of involvement in the wrestling world.
Oh yeah,
and he's a absolute champion voice actor guy.
Oh, seriously?
And in particular, when he does his Macho Man or his Hulk Hogan, which I know nothing about wrestling, but it makes me almost piss myself laughing when he does those voices, because from what I have seen, they are
I love those WWF old school imitations. I'll definitely check that out. I love Macho Man.
Yeah, he's that's coming live, and people, sorry if you missed the initial thing of why we're here today. It's just to bring my friend Derek, who is another Australian, and he's been my toy dealer for years. He's got a YouTube channel now. He's doing a lot of the openings and previews of things that he is actually selling. So please go check out his channel, which is Derek's Vintage Toy Sales, and please sub. He needs your support, and he's an absolute legend. So
kind words, thank you, mate.
Well, you got to credit where credit's due, right? No, Jerk, I love your accent.
It's funny, when I started selling, I've been selling toys for you quite some time. I had no idea you had like a massive YouTube channel, and then I stumbled upon it. I'm like, whoa, this guy's a bloody celebrity. Hence my last video, I sold to a celebrity.
I'm just honestly, and like a lot of the people in here, I don't sort of like, I'm not a fan of going out and getting on Insta and doing I've just gotten 1,000 subs, or I'm not really interested in that. I just want to make videos and help out everyone else that I can, because we're all just trying to do what we can to do.
Yeah, for sure.
I have heard that before, Joe Fan. I've been told in the past by that if I went into, I think they said the Central West or something of America, like I would get mobbed, which is hilarious.
Joe Fan, who's got the more crazy Australian accent, me or Lenny? Derek or Lenny here? Mine's pretty. I've been told mine's pretty insane.
Okay, so I finally made my way through the chat. Derek, So you mentioned that Star Wars was a bit of your favorite during your childhood, and your mum was nice enough to bribe you with those. So when did you start getting into other toys? Because I know you're a G.I. Joe fiend as well.
Yeah, so probably once the Star Wars toy line sort of ran out, I think it was 86. So that's when I was buying other things, and that's when sort of Joe's Kenner mask. They're not that popular, they're so underappreciated. I love them. He-Man had He-Man as well as Star Wars at the same time. He-Man was awesome, but that cartoon, mate, it was massive over here. Everyone, you'd stop your life when He-Man was going to be on TV to watch that show. Like, you had to watch it. It was so good. So obviously I had He-Man figures, but Transformers and that cartoon series came out, that blew the world away. And I remember going to Myer, Perth City here to try and buy some, and the massive Transformers setup, and everything is sold out. There's 2 figures left, there are multiples of it, and I bought them both. Sea Spray, that tiny little boat, and Scavenger, one of the Constructicons.
Oh yeah, I love Sea Spray.
Only 2 toys that were left in the store, and my mum bought them both for me because I think she felt sorry for me. I really wanted Starscream, but all sold out. So, but yeah, so as Star Wars ended, the toy releases ended, I just got into other stuff, and then kept going. And I kind of probably Ninja Turtles was my last thing. I didn't get that heavily into Ninja Turtles. That's probably the last thing I bought. And those Hasbro WWF figures, the little ones. I love those figures. They're some of my favorite toys. I didn't have the huge rubbery ones, the LJNs. I never had them as a kid, but the little Hasbros, man, I love them. The colors on them were amazing. And
fast forward into now, like what piques your interest when you look at it now as an adult?
Oh, some of I love Joes, but I've got most of the Joes I want, and I'm running out of space to buy any more vehicles. So I love the vehicles. I love that little devilfish, that little bloody orange boat, the Joe boat, you would know it well. It's probably my favorite vehicle, and it's the tiniest little thing, but a lot of it's tied to nostalgia for me. I used to have that as a kid, and we had a duck. Yeah, is that the one you got from me? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
We had a duck as a kid, and I used to put that in the pond with it, and it floated, and I loved it. That had beachhead in it, and it floated around. So a lot of it's tied to nostalgia for me, but also I used to collect Star Wars for a long time as an adult, and I went back to the other ones later on. And Star Wars, when you look at them for so long, the colors aren't as striking, but then when you go back and collect some of the other lines, like the Joes, I've got a few. The colors are gorgeous on the Joes. Like they've got the reds and I just got a couple of figures here, just Boa, like pretty standard figure, but I love this dude.
Yeah,
I love the kid, so cool. And then I've got a couple of my favorites here on show, but the Superpowers, Kenner Superpowers line, the colors on them are so nice, and they just pop like just old school Superman. You can't beat that color scheme. He's mad. I love that. And I don't know if you guys might know much about this line, but this one's my favorite figure. You could probably guess his name.
Oh, that's Mr. Plastic. Fantastic. What is it?
Yeah, Plastic Man. Plastic Man or Elastic Man? I can't remember. It's my favorite figure, but I can't remember his name. But how cool is that mold? Like, it's such a such a different mold as well. Like, who does that? But the color ones that hit me now. And I've always been a vintage toy dealer. I think I might have told you this one, and lover, but that stupid Motu Origins line, I call it stupid, but for some reason I love them. The new line they've brought out with, they've got the old classic packaging, and I've got one here. We've got the old school packaging.
Yeah.
And it's the first modern toy line that I've started buying. And I've got about bloody 60 or 70 of them stashed. Like, I've got nowhere to put them. So in a box display, it's not display. And then I've got vehicles and out of control. But I've got a Motu. This one's a vintage one. This is my favorite Motu figure ever, Tongue Lasher.
Nice.
He's in an acrylics, actually. I'll take him out.
Yeah.
I've only got 2 vintage Motu mocks, but this guy was my favorite figure. So I had to buy him. He's got a clear bubble.
He is
very, very hard to get.
Something I appreciated about that vintage Motu line was some of the actual mechanics. Like it was, you never actually saw mechanics with G.I. Joe, Mars, Star Wars, but with Motu, Jesus, they had their shit together sometimes.
Mate.
Like that tongue coming, that's amazing.
Oh, it's a ridiculous figure. Ridiculous figure. Do you know the vehicle, the Dragon Walker? It's a green thing. and it's got a motor in it, and as it brings across, it makes a bridge for itself, and it walks, and it makes it so loud. I got one of them in a lot a couple of years ago, and I hadn't had it for a while, and I turned it on and it worked, and it was cruising around the house, and I was actually just losing my mind. My kids are looking at me, going, what's so good about that?
Yeah.
Why are you going so crazy? I'm like, this came out in bloody 1984 or something, and someone made this thing with a cogs in it to make it walk, and it was so loud, it took over the house. The parents must have hated that noise, like. But I just can't believe how heard up times they were, and the mechanics they put into stuff, and the research that went into it for them to put stuff into those toys is ridiculous. Even G1 Transformers, it's ridiculous. Like the level of effort they went into toys for kids in the 80s, mental. And they're still alive today. Like if you see me look after them, they're still going 40 years later. It's nuts.
Yeah,
they're well made. And they just make largely junk now. The kids smash them in 2 days and straight in the bin. It's crazy. I don't know if I'm answering your questions. I keep going off in like wild tangents, mate, but that's obviously shows I'm really passionate about it. So I can't stop talking about it when I get going.
Years. We've never really had these discussions before, so.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Channel member, Same Time Toys. I still have my original Green Lantern superpowers.
Green Lantern, sick.
That's pretty sweet.
The best figures are the one that you still got from when you were a kid. If you still got it and it's still alive, there's nothing sweeter than that. No matter what condition it's in, if you still got it, it's so good.
The Attack Track as well. It was
Attack Track. Yeah, that's the red one with the blue. The mechanics on those were so
my favorite is that I want to say the Battle Ram, like the one that has the cannon on the back and the little sky sled.
That's awesome.
I love it. Love it too
much.
That
sky sled was in the cartoon a lot. They were cruising around on those little sky sled quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Triple C had a ton of superpowers as a kid, but all the figures was that's totally understandable.
The toys back then, man.
We were
so lucky. So lucky.
Yeah, that was their thing, mate. Was the color change. That was their thing. I actually got these the other day. Picked them up cheap at an online auction.
Oh, Silverhawks.
Yep.
Yeah. That cartoon was really big over here. But I don't remember the toys a lot in the stores, to be honest with you. How those things?
No, I think they were rare.
Yeah.
I never saw the toys.
Yeah. They fetch a fair bit now.
Yeah, they're phenomenal. If you check out the prices in Australia, they for a mock of one of those, they range from $600 to $1,200.
Yeah, I sold a few mocks a couple of years ago, and they weren't that much. They're about $500 at the time, but yeah, crazy.
Paul Travers still has his G1 Optimus with all the accessories. Always been very OCD, as you should be, bro. Nice. Like, keep that thing nice.
You got that little Bowser and the hose for that. You're laughing.
Yeah. Now, before, when you're telling your story about your mum, I couldn't help but drift off to your right there and saw a bastard hiding in the background.
What did you see?
Is that your shredder behind?
Oh. I thought you were talking about a toy. It is indeed my paper shredder. One of probably my favorite purchase since I set up my business. I don't like wasting stuff, and we get a lot of junk mail. We get a lot of just random A4 papers that the kids draw on and stuff. So I put them through my paper shredder, which is ridiculous, and I put it in my packaging material. And people that have a bit of a go at me for it, I generally put more in there, like Lenny, for example.
Yeah.
I've had one person absolutely cracked it at me, and like he said he won't buy it from me ever again. And next time I'll send you the cleaning bill. And I'm like, all right, dude, chill, But he really flipped it. But most people will have a bit of a laugh, like yourself. I don't know, for some reason I get a bit of a kick out of it. There was an opening video you did, man. When you opened, I had a ton in there. Yeah. And you're like, oh, the fumes, like, oh. I was pissing myself watching your video, mate. Like, Because I don't even think you were putting it on. You
funny.
actually, I think the thing actually did.
No. Yeah, it was strong. And I know now, like, because I sort of do think it's not hurting anyone. So what do I care? But I know with your boxes,
it does make a bit of a mess, but it's not that hard to clean up.
It's like vacuum cleaner. It'll be fine. But I know now in a couple of my videos, I have to prepare when Derek sends me a box. I have to make sure that I open it super careful and just like I have to have the bin or a bag ready and just do things nice and carefully. Otherwise, it's just.
One of the other things I obviously do is put chuck a few random items in with boxes, and I've taken to you with that one as well because I know you've appreciated some of the gifts you've received.
Yeah. Oh, some weird shit. Like I was laughing at these when I opened this the other day. I'm like, are they My Little Ponies? And then I checked the stamp on the bottom and they're Chazins. I'm like, there we go.
See, I get tons of toys through and ridiculous amounts. And I've just got crates like this, just full of stuff that are going into boxes like yours for free. Like I can't sell them. So a bit of bonuses, you know. And
I correct me if I'm wrong, but you started that with Greenie, didn't you? Was that you and Greenie that started doing that?
We went to the next level. He was probably the first person because I used to buy a lot of toys from him. We bought from each other.
Yeah.
And he's one of the first people that really reciprocated. And he sent me some wicked stuff, man. Like, I've kept most of them, mate, because they're some of my most valued treasure items now, but they're just junk. But yeah, he sent me a lot of random stuff. We had a bit of a competition, and he obviously had a big Facebook page. So he'd always put photos of what I sent to him and vice versa. And yeah, we sent some mad stuff to each other, man. Like, he really upped his game.
Because I remember that there was a conversation once between you two, or I think he'd posted a photo or you'd done it. But I remember that conversation between the two of you of, you know, you eat well, I do it to you.
Yeah. I think there was one. Like he only bought a small item from me, but I ended up sending him a box that was massive, and it was just there's a bloody teddy bear, like a hedgehog teddy bear or something, and then a hat.
Right.
So I was ripping, mate. And then he actually put the place, you win, mate, or something like that. I can't beat you. I can't take you on anymore or something like that. That's hilarious. Poor guy.
They are nice, you know, of Greenie. Just shows what kind of a dude he was.
Oh, he's a legend.
Ian saying the vacuum is always on hand when Derek arrives. The toys are well protected, and that's what counts. That is.
I generally look after Ian with a bit of extra packaging and bits and pieces too. He's a top dude.
So just know,
have fun with it. Have a lot of fun with the toy stuff that I was selling. Not just it's not all about money and maximum dollars in this. I like having a bit of a laugh and putting bonuses in and just meeting people like yourself and community and stuff. It's good fun.
So I mentioned it before. If you like toys, Derek is easily the best toy sellers in Australia. So go find his Facebook page while you're watching this now. It's just Derek's Vintage Toy Sales, and it'll have a picture of Cobra Commander and Darth Vader. And join the page, and whatever he has for sale there, he will ship internationally.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it doesn't let me post that link for some reason.
It's scary what you think has gone in vacuum cleaners or out in gardens of houses.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. I'm going to post you. I'm going to send you a link, Lenny. See if you can post this. It doesn't let me put links in that. Maybe only you can.
Let me get it.
Have you got access to your messenger?
Yeah.
Just see if you can dump that link in the chat. It doesn't let me.
I'm just going to go to your page and drop that in. Okay, dropping the link into chat now.
There we go. Yeah.
There you go. So go check out Derek's page. And if you're not sub, can you please now? He is a growing channel, and you could use all you beautiful people's support in growing further. So Derek, you've had some absolute crackers on your Facebook page for sale over the time. And there's been things that I'm not the Richie world. There's been things I would love, but, I just couldn't afford. What's probably your top 3 most awesome things you've ever had up for sale on that Facebook page?
Value-wise, let me think. I sold a really nice AFA graded Boba Fett. I think it was an ESB. I can't remember the back. It was a 41. I'm talking Star Wars jargon here. I'm sorry if it's not Star Wars people. I think it was a 41E or D or something like that. It was quite a rare back, and it was AFA 80. That went for 8K, 8,000 Aussie. And I sold that to a gentleman in the UK, actually. And obviously, I triple boxed that. So the card figure was, say, it was this big.
Yeah.
The box I sent to him was ridiculous, massive, fully insured, and he got it, no worries. But yeah, so that was probably I think that was the biggest value one I sent that sold, 8K. And then there was also a graded vinyl cape jaw. Hopefully the non-Star Wars people, I don't have one on hand, but this jaw came out with a plastic cape initially.
Yep.
This is the one that largely went to production, the cloth cape, but before that it was in a plastic cape.
Yeah.
Anyway, someone had an AFA graded in a small acrylic case like this, and it was an AFA 90, and I think I sold that for 6K. That was someone in Australia bought that, so that was express post. They got that in 2 days. That was a big one. I've just sold a massive item that I can't disclose at the moment. That's well over 10K. Okay. But that's going to be a video in itself, and might be able to join you in on that one. That's going to be it's kind of a one of a kind item. Okay. So I'll chat to you about that one off camera, but that was a monster. But I've sold actually. I used to own a graded carded vinyl cape jaw that was $10,000, and I sold that, and someone in the States bought that as well. That was a FedEx overnight courier job, and that's a funny story. If I may go on another tangent as well, that courier they wouldn't pick up from me. I had to drop it off to them, and I had to work this day, so I packed it up, triple boxed it, ridiculous box. Took me about 2 hours to pack it because it was worth 10K, and I got my missus to drop it off to, I think it was DHL or something like that. I go, all you got to do is drop it off and sign. She's like, yeah, no worries. And because it was insured for $10,000, they made her open it and then repack it in front of them. So it took her half an hour because I boxed the hell out of it. It was ready for World War III, It took about half an hour there to unbox it, and then she had to go back half an hour and rebox it. She was livid at me, But I got there safe. But yeah, if you're ever selling anything, I think it's over 5 or 6K internationally, they need to witness it, and it's insured. They need to witness it boxed. So just a word of warning: don't spend 3 hours packing something and then undo work when you go and do it. Just to let you know, it might save someone time one day. But
that's a good handy hint.
That was fun. I think my missus loved me that day more than normal. But yeah, so I sold a lot of big ticket items. Most of my big ticket items are Star Wars. I sold that Tall Toys Snake Eyes. Actually, Snake Eyes a little while ago. That was $3,000. That stayed in Australia. What's his name? The Tall Toys one. It's not called Snake Eyes, is he? They called him something else. Commander, something else.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about.
You should know that. Come on, the J expert.
No,
it wasn't called Snake. I think it was called Commander.
We'll know that.
Someone in the chat may know that one, but off the top of my head, I can't remember that one. That was a cool item. That was a killer item. That's the best Joe I've sold easily.
Right. What's your top 3 Joes roughly? It's okay if you miss one, but
as in ones I love the most, or
yeah.
Oh, mate, 3. You can limit me to 3.
Yeah, 3.
That's tough, man.
That's why I got to put you on the spot.
I might need a moment, man. If you say give me a top 10, then I can drop a couple easy, like that. I can't exclude, but I really like Quick Kick. Quick Kick's one of my favorites, which I happen to have him right here. He's such a sick figure. I actually didn't have him as a kid, so that's one of the reasons I like him so much. He's a mad. Yeah. I got him from Greenie, actually. Mint.
Okay, sweet.
Cheap, $40 was Aussie as well. Like, such a nice, good deal. Oh, man. That's tough. I like Jinx. I've always liked the ninjas. Jinx is cool.
Yep.
I like Crocmaster, but I don't know if he's in the top 3. I'll name a couple that are sort of on the fringe, but I don't know if they'll quite crack the top 3. Beachhead's obviously up there as well.
Yeah.
I really liked probably Grails. Yeah, I used to like Heavy Duty. I know he's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. He's nowhere near the top 3 for anyone, but it's such a cool figure. I used to love that thing with the big rockets on the sides. And oh man, I also like Crimson Guard. I like the Crimson Twins. I like Coco 1 point or V2 Coco V1.5 Coco. The Cobra Commander. So much so that I'll share my tattoo with you guys. If a lot of the Americans might not have seen. I like the bad guys, so I've got a 3-way bad guy. Well, it's a few bad guys, but I'm a bit of a Gene Simmons fan. But that's not. I've got Megatron here, semi-sleeve here, kind of, and then I've got. How do I get him on the camera? I've got Coco. Can you see Coco? Next time I'll have a better camera, you might be able to see better. But I've got Coco on my arm.
I can see it.
So it's a 3-way, and then I've got Skeletor.
Yep.
My lighting sucks here. Sorry, it's pretty bad for this. Skeletor, and then Darth Vader's takes up most of my forearm. So I like the bad guys. I'm not saying I'm a bad guy at all, but I like the baddies. So yeah, I really like that Coco. Actually, to be honest with that, Coco might be my favorite. The V2 Coco.
Yep.
Sorry, 1.5, whatever it is. Swivel arm. I never had the straight arm.
Ian saying that the free gifts that you send him hold a special place in his.
I've also got another little section in my house because Ian buys anytime I put a Chewbacca up, he's going to claim it.
Yeah.
Anytime I find some random Chewbacca stuff, and a lot of it's not worth much anyway, like little cards or whatever, or trinkets, anything, I'll put it to the side and I've got it ready. So I'm ready for any time he claims something to chuck Chewbacca stuff in. And at the moment, Ian, I've got a handful, so you better buy something off me soon. It's a good way to sell toys. Ian being, mate. You make them. You have their free stuff ready.
Ian being the Australian Chewbacca army builder.
He'd be up there international, wouldn't he? With
he'd be pretty high up there.
Yeah. Night Force Shockwave is a sick figure. I didn't get into the Night Force so much when I was young, so they don't mean as much to me, but they are cool figures. It's most of my favorites are.
I would have said,
well, your
my top
three,
three. I would go Hit and Run, Shockwave, and Alley Viper.
Alley Viper is nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't win all 3 of those figures.
And
that's insane.
Even in that, Night Viper would just be sitting at number 4.
Night Viper's cool. Hell of a figure. There's so many figures I've omitted. Like even bloody... I'm staring at a bloody Dead Mint Ninja right here, and I haven't even mentioned him.
Yeah, that's nice.
No, he's a cool figure.
You should send that off for grading.
That would, I'm not a grade kind of guy, but that would be, that's probably an 85, 90. But then what happens when the O-ring goes? There goes your grade. Like,
what else?
Yeah, I've never once sent an item off for grading. One day I will. Who knows? Someone asked if I sold modern. I do sell modern toys. Crimson Commander, mostly vintage, but I get a lot of toys come up through my hands, and I don't say no to anything pretty much. So I've had recently sold a ridiculous amount of modern Joes, Rise of Cobra. I had a couple of those Pursuit of Cobra. It's ridiculous amount. I've got a ton up on eBay at the moment. They don't seem to sell well on Facebook for some reason, modern Joes, but on eBay they go nuts. So, yeah, I've been selling a lot of modern Joes. Can't believe how many accessories some of them come with. It's crazy.
So if you are after something and you can't get it in the States, feel free to contact Derek through his Facebook group and just contact him directly. He's a very nice dude, and he will get back to you whether he can get it or has it.
Absolutely. Happy to help. I've got a lot of people chasing stuff and help out all the time.
Lilith, this is please explain what a supper vacation Frostbite figure is. I am unfamiliar. I imagine it's from one of the cartoons or something.
Yeah.
I love the twin. I love the twins as well, mate. They were great toys. But I'll tell you what, Shane, if you haven't checked it out, there's that Cobra series of comics from 2010-ish. That just phenomenally raised my love for the twins and Chuckles even more. It's such a great cartoon series. It pretty much talks about how the twins get along with each other and raise their extensive animals business. So yeah, go check that out if you haven't seen it. It is excellent. Summer Vacation Frostbite. Do you mean one that's not all rugged up?
Yeah, there's a Vader now.
Saying he could see Vader.
Yeah.
Phil's raising a very good point.
No Shredder.
You need Shredder from the Ninja Turtles.
I'm missing a couple of bad guys on here, but look, I've got a little bit of skin. I'll get there one day. Tattoos are expensive in Australia, but I'll get there. You rip off.
Ian is always ready to buy more Chewbaccas. The vacuum cleaner is on charge. Shane's mentioning Sci-Fi V2, Storm Shadow and Xandar as his favorites.
Xandar,
that's
cool.
Sci-Fi. Oh, sorry. I think I needed a comma. Sci-Fi, comma, V2 Storm Shadow. Yeah.
V2 Storm Shadows. I love that figure.
He is. I love him.
I've got the.
I thought you were saying Sci-Fi V2. I was like, that's an interesting choice, Shane.
What is? I don't even know what Sci-Fi V2 is.
They're not. It'd be in the Battle Core era, I believe.
Ah, right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've got the Fun School Storm Shadow carded. That's so good.
Yeah,
I think I paid $30 for it. It's such a good figure. What is your Joe purist view on those Fun School? Do you guys are they accepted or are they everyone against them?
I'm not a purist. I'll straight off. But I have looked down on them for a long time, and now I'm starting to. If I see them at a cheap price, I will grab them. Yeah, because my brain is slowly going to a point of, but bro, they're still mocks. They're still G.I. Joe mocks. Lower quality.
It's spot on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The bubbles are pretty average. The bubbles are pretty crap, but
yeah. Have you seen that windmill? The Fun School windmill?
No.
Check that out after the video. It's a Fun School figure, and he's got like helicopter blades on his back or something from memory. It's if you imagine like the piece of crap looking figure that could ever be released in Joe's, and that's it. It's so bad, it's funny.
You know, I'm Googling that, right?
Shane's saying, I love the idea of grading, but can't handle the prison aspects. Yeah, I sort of, and that's Toy Story messed us all mentally, right? Those movies taught us that if you're locking away live toys, right? But grading, I really love it because it means I'm always going to have that toy in beautiful condition.
I'm just looking at that Fun School windmill.
It's pretty horrid, right?
It's a pretty sick looking figure.
Paul's getting back about heavy duty because you were talking about heavy duty earlier.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm glad someone else showed for love for that, dude. Actually had the Rise of Cobra heavy duty. That's a sick figure too. Oh, I've never seen it. That's a nuts figure, mate. Really beefed up and some of those Rise of Cobra figures are pretty good.
Lilith, if you want, I can just put a Frostbite head onto a Chuckles body, and that should fix it, right? I'm crazy, but V2 Sci-Fi, right? Okay. Is that the one, bro? That he's a blue, light blue character,
I'm Googling it.
And he's got like 1,000 accessories, little radar dish, the big backpack. He is a Battle Corps member, I believe.
Good now. I'm just having a look at it now. Yeah, not quite as good as Sci-Fi V1, I would say.
No. But I do appreciate your choice and sharing. That's cool. The only figure I like, an Arctic Storm Shadow classified. Yeah, right. that is a nice looking figure. You know that one, Derek? Arctic Storm Shadow. He was a Ninja Force.
Is it? Classified range.
It's based off the Ninja Force Storm Shadow, and he's got the bigger cloak head, and he's got sort of the dripping black on the white.
Oh yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. Is he hard to get?
Very nice looking.
Is he quite hard to get?
I don't think he's difficult. But the states they're just different to us. So you might be able to find it here.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep my eye out, definitely. Yeah, it looks cool. So Crimson Cobra, do you have the whole run of classified?
He's doing all right. He gets a lot of classified figures.
How many are there in that run?
There's a heap, bro. Like I think they're into the 130s or something like that. I want to say. Someone let me know in the chat.
Because they're decent sized boxes. If you got 100 out of them, that would take up a fair bit of room, mate.
Yep.
189.
Yep. Whoa. Yeah, there you go. That's why when they started releasing them, I just went straight to Brain. I'm not collecting all those.
Can I ask you another Joe question, mate? On semi-modern.
Yeah.
I was selling a collection, and there's a couple of those cancelled Rise of Cobra figures, unreleased, cancelled. How would this guy have gotten them? Were they actually released on card and then taken off? Do you know much about that? Or anyone here know much about that?
What they are.
Yeah.
Lilith would probably know about that. Lilith, can you answer that question, please? Phil's saying he has a few fun schools on card. You can get some good characters for a decent price. You can, mate. I've got the Night Viper version of Fun School, and to have that on mock is just nice.
Yeah, so for example, at the moment, I've got a Duke Arctic Threat unreleased, cancelled Rise of Cobra figure. Where did that come from? How would he have gotten that? I can't send you a link. I can't share the link, but I've got that on eBay at the moment. It's gone for $60. But would that have come on card and then it was taken off? The vest is unpainted. Or did he source it from Hasbro or Hasbro Worker or something? It's bloody cool.
It could be prototype. Like you've had prototypes before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just curious of the origin of them. There's not a whole lot about them, anywhere online. They seem to go very well, but very cool.
Yeah, definitely, Shane. I didn't even know it existed, honestly, but it's what we need, right? Like Frostbite doesn't always have to be freezing his nut balls off.
Made in China and taken off the card. Yeah, cool. Interesting. This is also why I like onto these toys. As they come across them, you learn all this stuff. Like, it's cool to know all this kind of stuff.
Lilith's a pretty good source of knowledge for a lot of this stuff. Like, I can't even touch that kind of knowledge. I just don't have it.
Yeah, that's cool.
The Arctic Cobra Commander is a very nice figure. I have not seen that. I'm really loose on the modern lines. I'm not great with those.
I didn't think much of them, but I've had like a ton of them through my hands lately, and some of them are bloody very well done. They're very nice. Oh yeah, the Arctic Cobra Commander is cool. It's got like a white snow coat kind of thing. Yeah, Hasbro puts a lot of effort into them still. Which is cool.
My buddy Guy has an epic mock Joe. Yeah, they're it's where I'm heading now, Shane, is just trying to get mocks. I think this was a members only video that I did, I believe. But I picked up these from an Australian guy in our groups.
Cool. I think I saw them go up, yeah.
So as I explained, like I'm not massive on downtown but they were at a very, very reasonable price, and they are mocks, all beautifully sealed. So I couldn't help myself. So talking about, that's your figure that you've got on eBay.
Yeah.
One of the best things with Joe community. Yeah, man. It's like, you know, when people look at any of us and say, you're the Joe guy, it's sort of a, like, I feel bad because I think my knowledge point's probably only at about 35% or something. Nothing about the modern stuff. And even the classifieds, when people say, oh, this part is from this figure, I don't even know anything about that stuff. So I just live in my own happy little world. Yeah, definitely Triple C. In my opinion, the Arctic things for the Joe toy line from the vintage line was easily the best. There wasn't a better formation of troops and vehicles from both Joe and Cobra put onto any other surface, I believe.
Thanks, man. I'll definitely get in touch. That's awesome.
Yep, there you go.
Wicked.
Paul's checking out your heavy duty listings on eBay now. What are you, just Derek's Vintage Toy Sales on eBay as well?
I'm Derek's _vintage_toys on eBay. I'll put it in, see if it lets me do it. I obviously try and sell absolutely everything on Facebook first to avoid the fees, and obviously it's more of a community thing. But I haven't got space to keep stuff forever, so I just, if I can't sell it on Facebook after say a week or two, I'll pop it on eBay, and everything goes on eBay. There's someone that wants everything, so
right.
Otherwise, I end up with a bloody house full of toys, and I just don't have time to keep stock. So I generally try to get stuff in and move it on as quickly as possible. So eBay is my last resort.
Those eBay fees are bloody savage now.
Yeah, 15%.
It's like 14 thing.
I get a bit. I've had a couple of international ones to Mexico lately that I've done all the right things, put the tracking number, they get sent to Mexico, and then for whatever reason, when they get handed over to the Mexican local postal service, they're not getting delivered. They're getting refused delivery or something, and they get sent back to me, snail mail. They come 2 months. They get sent back to me for 2 months. The guy on eBay puts a request in. I've put the tracking number in. I've done everything right, but then he gets a refund, and then it gets sent back to me, and I lose the shipping cost, and which is like say $40 for under $500, $40. So I lose $40. It's happened like 3 times, so that annoys me. But
it would be annoying.
Yeah, it's just for some reason, I don't know, it's Mexico and Australia Post don't play nice or something. I don't know. Never had any other issues, any other country ever. I've been selling internationally for 30 years, but yeah, that's done my head in a couple of times.
I've flat out said now that I'm not shipping outside of Australia and New Zealand.
Okay.
I have offered it on a previous video that if people are channel members, I will, and you know, if they want a part can make and sell, I will ship to them. But otherwise, I just don't feel the trust anymore with the international side of things. It's too difficult.
Is that through eBay, you're saying, or anywhere in general?
No, yeah, anything.
Okay, yeah.
The weirdest one I've had is because I make the bipod for Lowlight V1 Vintage, and it's a good little bipod. Like, I'm very happy with myself, and I have it on eBay, and I've had dudes from the States contact, I really need that part. Can you ship it over? And I'm like, really sorry, bro, but for the $8 or something Australian that I charge for it, probably the $10 postage, I can't take the loss that one letter may go missing.
Yeah.
So I just don't. It's poo, but I can't help it.
I feel like I have to ship internationally. I hate it when someone puts on there, won't ship international, because I'm in Australia and I can't get something I want. So I feel if I refuse to send overseas, a bit of a hypocrite, because I get upset when people won't send to me. So I feel like you got to do the right thing. But yeah, it's obviously nice to send something to people that you know already. And so obviously when you have forums like this, and you know most people, but internationally,
anyone in this chat or anyone that I've met in other chats, super. Know what you need, and I'll tell you the cost, and we'll do it.
Absolutely.
But some rando on eBay, nah, I'm not doing randos on eBay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Triple C, you're a smart man because you have just listed the 2 best vehicles in the G.I. Joe vintage line.
Oh, big call.
I've got to say it. Frostbite's G.I. Joe Repro. I've got to say it.
Cobra Wolf and Snake Cat.
So
they are straight up your 2 faves?
Yeah. And then under that would be like Devilfish. And then I'm not sure after that. Like, I just love those 3. They just warm my heart.
I'm like that with Devilfish. That tiny little vehicle, man. It's so good.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Lilith is saying, send them my way, Derek, and you can get an empty box sent back and keep the packing peanuts.
Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. I have heard some nightmare stories of that kind of stuff, but thankfully I haven't copped that yet.
Lilith's like that. I think with G.I. Joes, there's something for everyone, whether it's vintage or for, that's absolutely, like, that's the thing. I'm not collecting apart from the ones that I really love. But I definitely don't feel the need to shit on other people about their collections. Just collect what you want to collect.
Oh, absolutely. It's not your toys. Like, if someone else wants to collect something. And
am I having internet issues, Campbell? Am I freezing, Derek?
It was clicking. I thought it might have been me, but you were clicking a little bit over.
Right. Okay.
Before, but it's not.
I can't
bad.
Actually tell in StreamYard. You can't tell if you're having problems. It's sort of not work. So international, it is ridiculous for postage.
Yeah, it's gone up. And I don't like buying international because it's taking so long, and customs are opening everything. And I had a sealed item. They actually opened the box and then actually opened the sealed item. It was a masked vehicle. It was probably a couple of years ago now, and it was a $600 item. And they slid it, and then they retaped the seal with their own masking tape, jerks, and then put a little love note. Oh yeah, thank you, Australian Post.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, mate.
So
I don't know. That annoys me.
I've been sending stickers to people who have been supporting my channel to send a packet of like 4 stickers or something to someone in America. It cost me $5 for the envelope. So, and I think I've sent about 10 packs of stickers out so far. So, just to send stickers.
It's crazy.
But in saying that, if you're watching this and I haven't sent you stickers and you would like some stickers, please just contact me via my page and I'll get some out to you, whether you're in Australia or international. I think most of the people that are in the chat some. Triple C, I have tried to contact you via a couple of chats and videos, but if you let me know your address, probably through my Instagram messaging, then I'll definitely get some to you. Lilith's saying she's got the wolf and the saber. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the saber, but it's not too bad. Wraith Mace, you are the hammer. Derek, take a look at Wraiths. He is right into Warhammer 40k and World of Warcraft.
But
he has
stopping it now.
When he does videos, it's just magical in the background. He's got like flickering flames, and he is a PR madman. Like some of his his videos are just beautiful. So
yeah. I can appreciate it, even if I don't really like the content. If someone's done a sick video with, edited beautifully and all that, it's just cool to watch. Even if you don't care about the content, some of the effort people put in their videos now are nuts.
Yeah.
You look at some of my videos on my channel. You look at a video on my channel and people say, "Look, this clown doesn't know what he's doing." Some people just put you to shame. The editing is incredible, isn't it?
No.
The effort. Yeah.
It's all learning process.
Oh, for sure.
But everyone go and check out Wraith Mace's 2-minute video on unboxing a closed box Rolling Thunder, where he builds it, and it took him, I think, to build this thing and made a 2-minute video out of it. It's insane.
Wow. I'll check it out for sure.
Tomahawk and Night Raven, yeah, Devilfish is the cracker, bro.
I got Night Raven top 3 for sure. I actually own both. I love Tomahawk and Night Raven, but yeah, Night Raven's probably number 3. That Moray Hydrofoil is one for me, and Devilfish is knocking on the door. And you ask me tomorrow, I might say Devilfish is 1, and it changes.
Yeah, that's all right. Got to go with what you feel.
Got another camera hold coming back.
Shane, I've noticed some of your videos recently are just starting to peak in awesomeness. Like, there's been a definite upgrade of your review videos, and I know because I know you try and like heaps more to try and perfect this bullshit we call YouTube channels. But yeah, keep cracking on, because you never get this stuff straight up. It had a process of learning with your cameras, your microphones, your lighting, your location, everything. So, just keep cracking on, bro.
I've got to say, I can't believe how much I'm enjoying doing YouTube videos and mucking around. It's a lot of fun.
It is really nice. Yeah, and even with Campbell, so Campbell used to have a lot of internet issues, but he's now just wired his internet straight to his laptop, and it's all working well now. It's just Frostbite's G.I. Joe Repro on Insta, mate. Just message me your actual name and address, like your full international address, and I'll get you a sticker pack out. It all. Yeah, editing's good. Let me know, channel members, let me know if that's something you want me to do, of how I do my videos, like what programs I'm using and editing and how I edit, and I can easily do that for you guys. We'll see Sky Striker, Whale, or Tomahawk. What do you reckon, Derek?
I'll go Tomahawk. That's personal. The Whale is nuts. I've never had a Whale. Sky Strikers, they're all killer vehicles. I'll go Tomahawk just because that's my favorite. Yeah. That Whale I've never actually had that Whale in my hand. That's a nuts vehicle. So,
yeah, it's a big boy. I've never owned one, but it just
I can see why it's so light. That looks so cool.
I'd probably go the Sky Striker on that, because I'm just such a fan of the old F14 Tomcats.
Have you got one, Lenny?
I haven't actually. I saw one in your video last night.
That was a. Yeah, I'm trying to think what line. It's not vintage.
Right.
I think that's the 20. I don't even know what line it is. I haven't put that together with its accessories. It comes with about 1 million accessories. I haven't put that one together yet, but I'll look at that soon. Big boy though. It's good size.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why I don't know Tomahawk. That's sitting up on top of my Castle Grey Skull.
Yeah.
You can't see it. But yeah, the Whale's interesting. I did a video, like my last video, I think, was on Vietnam War inspiring Joe things. And it was part of that. And I was like researching, effectively they were using whales. Like they were using these massive hovercrafts with the shark teeth prints on the front and everything. And they were using them for effectively just mowing down villages. Like they'd go into a village and shooting at them, and they'd just be smashing into machine gun nests and stuff. Just phenomenal shit.
It's cool.
So much better. First video in March. Yeah, man, you're like that. I don't know how you did it, but that opening graphic on your Rolling Thunder video, I felt I had to stop the video and just take a second to stop, getting so excited because that was some unreal shit. Yeah, Campbell, I remember you at the start, bro. We've all come a long way. And that was the other thing is when Wraith Mace did his opening video for the Rolling Thunder, he also did an AI music video for it as well.
Yeah, cool.
It's great. Good stuff, man. I've been loving the PvP in Warcraft. Now that you got me back into it, good job. Oh, you must be talking about Derek. Derek, you did your transforming stuff. How's that going?
Yeah, I quite like it. I just figured I get a lot of Transformers through, and I just thought I'd transform them and do the videos. So if anyone ever gets them in the mail or don't know how to transform them, save you breaking them, because there's a lot of breakage of them. But I'm really enjoying it. I did a couple of time-lapse ones, and they've gone nuts. People love them. You just transform it quite slowly, and when you record it in time-lapse, it looks really cool. Though. Check out my channel if you see them. But yeah, it's good fun, and I'm getting Transformers through all the time now, so they're coming up quite regularly. So yeah, they're good fun, and I'm glad you like them.
When you did that Metroplex one, I was a bit scared because he's got known hip issues.
Yeah. Oh, no, the one I was crapping myself for was that G2 Thunderclash. That's got gold plastic in it, and it's got so many hinges, but they don't go open normal. They open on a weird angle, and they're so fragile. So, yeah, I was kind of crapping myself. I've transformed it hundreds of times before, but I was crapping myself doing that on the video. I thought if I broke that on the video, I wasn't going to leave that down. I had already sold that too, so that wouldn't have gone down well if I'd broken it after.
My video for Cobra Convergence 8, I think it was. I did it on the Snow Wolf, and I was showing the bottom of it, and I'm like, man, these treads, they fold out, and they're so they break a lot. And as I've moved it, it's just snapped. You can see it on the video. I was like, I've just snapped shit.
No, good. Do you Joel O'Brien, wouldn't
you?
Yeah. I remember he did a live auction, a video auction like this, and he had a cardiac face. $15,000 figure, and he had it on this little rotating platform, and if he dropped it live. Man, he copped so much flack for that. And I just think every time I do a video, man, if you stuff up, you never hear the end of it because people gave him so much crap for that. It wasn't damaged, but 15K auction that had bids on it, and he dropped it.
On the floor. Yeah.
That was a while ago. He copped a bit of flack. I gave him a bit of crap for it, but
he's a good dude, old Joel.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah, I know him pretty well. All right, let's see who's awake, Lenny. First person to identify this figure can get it shipped to them for free. What version of this character is this? First person to say V whatever, and you obviously know who he is, gets him sent to you worldwide for free. Who is it, guys? Who's watching?
What V of this
you obviously know who it is.
Yeah, he's a waterborne character.
And he's got accessories as well.
All right. Triple C's.
You only get one guess.
V2.
V2.
I think it's too early for V2, bro. I thought it's too late for V2. Shane's come in with V4.
I can't help you, Shane.
Nah. You are.
Let me just make sure I haven't identified it wrong.
But we're still. Has anyone got a guess on the V to receive this internationally for free?
Can't take that long for you guys to jump onto Yo Joe, can it?
Campbell's come in with V5.
We're still going, mate. It's like an auction. We're still going.
Do you want answers from people who've already chucked an answer in?
Oh, I reckon one answer per person. Again,
all right.
Yes, still. You'll find out in a sec, Punk.
I'll just take this quick opportunity. G'day, Shanko. Guys, if you have an England's, check out Shanko's channel. He's an Australian YouTuber based out of Penrith near Sydney, and he is a top dude. So give his channel a look. I don't think anyone knows, bro.
I'll give you the tip. He's in a 2-pack. He's a Walmart exclusive.
V7.
There we go. Yes. V7. Shanko.
V7?
Yeah, message. Yeah, V7.
There you go.
2009 Walmart exclusive. Shane, flick me. Message me on Facebook, please, Jake Westbrook, and I'll send that to you.
There you go.
Lenny's accessories.
V7. Great stuff.
He's missing one accessory, I think, but he's largely there.
So thanks for joining. Punk. Derek is he's the guy that's been dealing me toys for years now. He's responsible for building, I would say, probably about 75% of my Star Wars vintage collection. And he's
using someone else as well.
Just made, I've got him, man. Because I got all the base ones off you, and then I had to start refining the expensive ones. Had to get them. So, but yeah, Punk, check out, and everyone else, can you please go and check out Derek's Vintage Toy Sales YouTube page and chuck him a sub. And if you need toys, he can provide them.
Indeed.
Yeah. Tunnel Rat was a great figure. Logical order. Lila's saying she thought V8 because V7 just had a singlet.
I'm just going to check out V8 now. You got me interested. Oh, it's close. Now V8's a darker. V8's got like a darker chest. There's a Toys R Us. That's the one that came with the Stingray, the V8. I'm speaking like I'm an expert, but I'm just reading this off Yo Joe because I'm not a modern Joe dude. But yeah, I can't post a link on here. For some reason, it doesn't let me. But yeah,
I'm just grabbing it now.
Yeah. V8's got the dark singlet kind of thing.
Right, you buddy.
I was trying to think what he's missing. Oh, he's missing the ammo belt. And I might even find it, actually, before I send it.
All right, here comes the link for Derek's channel in chat. So if you're not sub, please head over and sub to Derek's channel. He's, if you missed me saying it before, it'd easily be an area of toy dealers here in Australia. And he does post internationally. Tony's Figs, g'day, mate. If you're systems, go and check out Tony's page. He does some unreal shit. I've been watching a few of his things recently, and my brain can't comprehend how you can even get to that stuff. So, doing great work.
Thank you, mate.
Derek, do you sell accessories?
I try not to, but I find myself having about 1 million Joe accessories as well as a lot of toys at the moment. So yeah, I'm happy to sell accessories. If there's anything specifically you need, shoot me a message. Derek Westbrook on Facebook, shoot me a message, and if I've got it, yeah, for sure. I try to kind of keep them till I can pair them up with something, but getting to the point now, I've got like tackle boxes full of accessories for every toy line, and I can't keep everything. So yeah, happy to move them on. Thank you for the subs, guys. Much appreciated. I will reciprocate.
Actually, I'm laughing at the fact that Tony and Punk are loving each other right now. And for us here in Australia, if I saw that, I'd be like, oh, they're having a drink. But I know Punk doesn't drink alcohol. So he's just having a nice night.
So what time is it over there for most of you peeps?
They're generally about 3 hours. 15 hours behind us.
Yeah, okay.
So I just do
about 6 p.m.-ish.
It's 12, roughly about 9:40, I think. But then it depends on what part of the country they're from as well. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's all rolling in. There you go.
So you guys are definitely beer time, whereas I'm still coffee here at 8:40 a.m. 9:40 a.m. Sorry, coffee time. Yeah, cool. Without a talk, NBA. Any NBA fans in the house?
NBA. Well, I know Punk, actually, he's in Detroit. I've wanted to talk to him previously about a couple of the players from that team. That's an interesting team.
Pistons.
Nice one, Rafe.
LeBron does need to retire, man. He's becoming a bit of a liability. He's very slow now.
Have you got that part? It sounds very oddly specific. Retaliator is the aircraft, right? The water shooting aircraft. Is that right?
Retaliator. Let me have a look. I'm just Googling it so I know what Retaliator is. I do have a lot of parts.
Yeah, Legend. I'm not I'm not a massive fan of the NBA. I do like the culture because it was such a big thing in the 90s. One thing that fascinates me about the Pistons was Bill Laimbeer playing for him, and I've gone back and watched a lot of videos on him. Everyone just seems to hate his guts, but Jesus Christ, he wanted to win. It was apparent he wanted to win.
He was a hard dude. I love some of those interviews when they're actually in a timeout and he's just screaming, "This championship is ours!" Like he was very passionate. I've been an NBA fan my whole life, more or less, so I'll know most of it. But yeah, he was a beast. A lot of people say, "Oh, this is the reason why LeBron taking the Mickey," saying that he wasn't tough because he doesn't look muscular or anything. But he was rough as guts, mate. He'd bloody clothesline you, rip you to the ground.
Oh yeah,
and he just had the will to hate you. Like, no, he was tough. LeBron would struggle with Laimbeer. I don't care what you say. He might not look like a physical specimen, but yeah, he was a bloody dog inside, you know. Steve Adams, man, I've got a special place in my heart for him. If you want a clue, I'll tell you. If you want to find out who I go for, I'll tell you now. They're winning the championship this year. Who do I go for? They're winning the 2025 NBA championship. Who do I go for, guys? Let's see if anyone knows who's winning the title this year. Anyhow, do you know my team?
Gonzo. Sorry, mate.
Do you know who I follow?
Well, if a team that your favourite player comes from.
Treasure Sport Trigger. You betcha, buddy. Thunder. Huh? Someone got it straight away.
Thunder, right. Because you're a Sean Kemp fan, aren't you?
Sean Kemp. Look, it's another tattoo time. It's shocking lighting in here, but Sean Kemp got me into basketball in the 90s.
There you go.
Unpopular opinion. I followed when they moved Seattle to the Thunder. Not many people like that because they think Seattle got screwed over, and they did, but I'm international, so who was I going to go for? My team moved to another place, so I had to follow him. But that's not a popular opinion online generally. I might even get chastised here for that. But yeah, Thunder will win the championship this year. You can mark it down, guys. And the Rain Man is the man, buddy. Was the man, is the man. Thank you. Look at the Sean Kepler. This old school people in the house, mate. They know. This guy's a beast. No. It needs a touch up. It's old, but it needs a touch up. I'm glad there's a few NBA heads in the house.
Yeah, it's the thing you got to hit on with these boys is wrestling. A lot of these boys are right into their wrestling.
Love it, mate. I absolutely love it. Old school, or are they current wrestling fans?
Old schools, I believe.
Yeah, okay. I was Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, and Demolition. Demolition, my favorite tag team. I don't know if anyone knows them. Loved them. My best mate over here, my two best friends were Heart Foundation fans. And when they lost, my Heart Foundation beat Demolition, man. It was just broke my heart. It's sickening. Accident smash indeed. That's actually probably my missus not hearing. That's one of my next tattoos, actually. Accident smash. Crush was the beginning of the end. That's the only problem when Crush came in. Sorry, you know what I'm talking about? You probably don't like wrestling, do you, Lenny? Sorry, man.
No, I just don't know anything about it. I did want to say, though, from watching Legend Series videos, I've actually learned a lot more, and I have a lot more interest and liking for it. Seeing Legend talk about it, he's really he's very interesting with these videos.
I used to like the interviews, the wrestling interviews, as much as the fights themselves. They were hyped up on some. Yeah. I don't know what they were taking, but they were jacked up. And the Macho Man and Warrior, some of the stuff they said was next level. You go back and watch those interviews. Bloody brilliant. They're actually geniuses, really.
I recently watched that. I think it's a Netflix documentary on the
McMahon one.
Yeah, the McMahon one. And I just found that fascinating. It was great.
I haven't watched it yet. I need to watch that. And my friends keep telling me.
It's real good.
Yeah.
And literally, I know nothing about wrestling, and I was hooked just watching it.
Yeah, he was. That was Same Time Toys. That was pretty embarrassing way for him to bow out, the Repro Man.
You see what I mean, though, Derek? When you talk a bit about wrestling, bam, comments.
Everyone gets jacked up. No, it was so cool. We knew it was fake. I think I knew it was fake when I was probably 6 or 7, but when I figured it out, but I still kept watching it and just completely hooked. Triple C. Texas Tornado, he was all right. I'm trying to think of his name now. Kerry something. What was the Tornado's real name? Kerry. Yeah, you're right, mate. Seems to be a few wrestling fans here. That's good to open up a can, but that's all right. Oh, hang on. I think I got a Hasbro figure. Hang on. On topic. Hang on. A couple of my favorite Hasbro figures.
So Rafe Mace is saying the wrestlers were all the size.
Oh, that was
a Brock Lesnar back then.
Kerry Von Erich. Yes, sorry. This guy, man, this is the sickest figure, the honky tonk man.
All right.
So he's a Hasbro, I think late 80s, early 90s. That's the sickest figure. Those Hasbro figures are some of my favorites. And DiBiase. This guy's a beast. That's such a good figure, Ted DiBiase. These are probably my two favorite. There you go, Derek.
Are you selling figures?
I've got I sell these. I don't get them as much as I'd like to, but I do. I've got actually a few coming up. I've got a box I haven't opened yet. I've bought about 30 of them, so they'll have a few for sale soon. Okay. Jump on my Facebook group. I'll do a YouTube unopening of it. Actually, why not?
Yep.
Yeah, this guy DiBiase, such a cool bad dude. I remember watching this live, and they're like, he made this belt called the $1 Million Belt, and he was going to the jewelers and having it designed. It's so cool.
Well, we've been on for nearly 2 hours. So, Derek, just noting, people can find you on your YouTube channel. You've got 2 other channels. Just quickly, what are they?
One of them almost given up on, but one's called Derek's Madhouse. That's the one I was kind of doing with my family. See if it lets me type. Let's see if it lets me type it in here. Derek's Madhouse. It was doing a lot of stuff with my son. He loves YouTube. And I was doing Temu reviews just for a laugh by buying stuff on Temu and reviewing it. That's got, I think, 70 subs. But I've semi-given up on that, but I will go back to it. And the other one is my beautiful pets, my toy cavoodle and Maine Coon kitten. That's one I'm putting a bit of time into. But that's easy. I just film my pets playing and post them. Sorry, I'm just trying to do 2 things at once. I film my pets playing and record it, and that seems to be quite popular. Derek's Pets Life. That's a cool channel. I'm doing some funny stuff. I don't have to do anything. I just add a couple of little effects, but they just have wrestles easy. And that little cat, like, it's so cute. She takes down the cavoodle and does some sick UFC moves. It's hilarious. But yeah, so they're my other channels, and my main one is the Derek's Vintage Toys one, which is kind of tied into my business.
They can find you on Facebook if they want to buy things, or
Facebook.
The reason we're trying to point you towards his Facebook is Derek puts up things for sale like every odd couple of hours or something, and there's some really quality stuff there. So head over and join that Facebook just to see what he's selling.
I sell everything, every single vintage toy line, and I randomly do it. And I don't like auctions that much because a lot of people just trying to extract full dollars. I do a claim sales most of the time. Most things sells in a few minutes usually. I do a lot of bargains. I sell for people as well on consignment, so sometimes I'm trying to achieve them a good price, so that's not always a bargain. But if it's my in stock and I get something cheap, I'll pass that value on, and it's also had a bit of fun too. I think I know most people in Australia now, so it's always good to branch out like this and meet a lot of US people as well.
And I'll just do one more quick blurt. I've got channel memberships available for literally between it's $2 American and $3 Australian. So please, I'm pumping about 2 to 3 videos a week on average. Channel members. I want to look at maybe providing 3D printing STLs for free or at discounted rates for channel members as well monthly. But head on over and please support. Big thanks to Legend Series for joining during this chat. I really appreciate it. And also thanks to anyone who has Derek. I think 90% of the people in this chat have a channel and they know how difficult this is to do stuff. So just getting those subs is just amazing. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm going to jump on. I'll take the time and jump on everyone in here in time too. So I'll get you back for sure. Thank you.
Derek will definitely be subbing back to you guys because that's just what we do to support the community.
Do you happen to have like a master list of all these legendary people's channels?
I don't, but I can create it. I can definitely.
I reckon that's something you should do.
Message it to you. Or what I can do is, if I get a spare hour today, I'll try and put everyone's channel links into this video link.
Yeah, cool.
That way people can go back and reference, or I'll chuck it up on Insta or something like that. Yeah. I'll see how it go.
Because I can chuck that. I've got in my Facebook group, I've got over 3,000 members. So I'm happy to put a big list of all the legendary YouTube channels on there. And, get some subs out of it, and why not? It'll help each other.
Punk, has channel. Punk's so Derek, Punk's he's sort of like our daddy. Like he's the guy that all of us, everyone you see in chat, we all go to Punk's channel. Like that's where I met everyone else. He was sort of the first guy. So yes, he has channel, and he does very, very good content. So he's a good person to go and follow.
Yeah, awesome. I'll be there.
Homemade chicken pot pie. That sounds all right to me. That's just, Derek, does that just sound American? Like it's just got American written all over it?
Very American.
Yeah.
Actually, what is a pot pie? Like, is it like a casserole kind of thing? Just out of interest. I would love to know.
It's those pies where they put all the ingredients into a dish and then cover it with the pastry. Our pies where it's pastry all around. Yeah,
okay.
I think.
It does sound very American.
Triple C. If there's anyone in here, so Lilith or Shangrik, anyone not sub to Triple C, let's get him to that 500.
Yeah.
Need a mod so they can drop people's links. Yeah, we do. I will do something. I promise.
All right.
It's good to have local voice too than just hearing internationals. Yeah, it's we do love our American friends a lot. I do love all you guys. But yeah, it's good. I think of it as a raising talent in our country thing. Like we need to have some people doing stuff. He is a gateway host, Shane. That is a very good description. There you go, Derek. The chicken pot pie. It's got peas, carrots, potatoes, and chicken with sauce.
Oh, mate, I'm subscriber number 500, buddy.
Yep. There you go. Congrats, Triple C.
And he's 501. He's already forgotten about me. He's moving on. How good's that?
Punk, if you mention 1,000 times that you don't drink alcohol, I would just swear that you are having drinks right now. Thanks so much for joining in, everyone. Even these tutors at the end. Really appreciate it. There you go. Trig was the other one. Phil, Kiwi in Japan. I'll put that master list together sometime today and try and get it released somehow. Thanks to our Australian brothers who come and supported us as well. Thanks so much. Support Derek, support each other in chat, and have a great and fantastic weekend, everybody. Love you all.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
A lot of fun, guys. Thanks. Nice to meet you all. And